So we just entered for a long position on GU. Now bear in mind that like I'm actually bearish on GU right now, right? If you look at the internal structure, it's actually bearish right here, right? Price is creating lower highs, lower lows, and lower highs. So I'm pretty much expecting for price to come up here, pull back all the way up here, so that I can short at this supply itself right here. But then I was like, cool, I'm gonna get in for a short position right here. Maybe during New York session, maybe during tomorrow London session, or maybe like I'm not even gonna be taking the trade if I actually made sufficient money on this trade itself. So I was like, okay, cool. How do I actually capitalize this move to the upside? Because I know for a fact that it's gonna make that drastic pullback into this previous supply zone, grab more liquidity, grab some sell orders before pushing to the downside. And if I know this move is gonna happen, then why don't I make some money trading that move itself, right? While like, just scalping like the pullback right here, trying to play this little short-term pullback to the upside. And that's exactly what I did right here. Pretty much entered for like a long position right here. After price swept some liquidity right here, creating like a protected low, waited for price to come down, mitigated the protected low, giving us like bullish momentum, showing us signs that it's going to continue to the upside. And that is where I actually entered for like a long position itself. All right, and our stop loss is pretty much placed at below like this protected low right here. Right, you can see we are actually in the red right now. Let me just show you how much money we are down right now. We are down like a good old juicy $14,000, $15,000 right now. It's not looking good, bruv. But anyways, man, stop loss is at the right place, right? Pretty much place it right below that protected low that you guys can see on the 5-minute structure, right? Like I said, man, you can't catch them all, guys. Like sometimes you get in and price immediately go to your TP like the trade that we have taken yesterday. But sometimes you don't. Sometimes it takes some time for the trade to play out, and sometimes it doesn't even work out at all, right? So right now we are in the red, in a little bit of drawdown. Oh my god, $17,000. Oh my god. By the way, man, stop loss is in the right place, so not to worry about it whatsoever. It's pretty much placed at like this protected low right here. Like I said, if price comes down, stop me out of the trade. It is what it is. Move on to the next trade idea. You guys know what I'm saying. We got a little bit of breathing room, right? So just gonna continue to meditate. Oh my god, it's not looking good, bruv. Man, this is the worst part about trading, man. Like looking at an entry not going in your way right away, but still having the balls to like just trust your analysis and trust your plan. Even though like we are so close to stop loss right now, we're not really close, right? It's like there's still quite some room, right? But like, times like this, man, I'm telling you guys, bro, if you guys don't have conviction, you guys don't have balls deep conviction, you guys don't have trust, you guys don't have faith, you are going to crumble. And the thing is, majority of the time it's gonna be like this, right? It's like unless you're a freaking trading genius, you will not be able to catch a sniper perfect entry every single time. It simply just does not exist, right? Unless you're a fucking George Soros or like. But yeah, man, that's just the reality of trading, Sometimes you get perfect sniper entries, sometimes you don't. But as long as you plan the trade and you trade the plan, the math will eventually work out over a large sample size of trades over time. Not to worry about this trade itself, right? We had a pretty much good entry right here. It was not the best entry, but it was still pretty decent, right? You can see right here, waited for price to swap liquidity, so this becomes like the protected low. And then waited for price to mitigate this protected low, so we ended somewhere around here. If I wanted to get like the perfect sniper entry, I could have potentially entered like maybe down here itself. This would be pretty fire, right? Like this right here would be like the perfect sniper entry, or even right here. Okay, but yeah, man, like honestly nowadays I'm just not really obsessing over getting like the perfect zero drawdown sniper entries. I still get them from time to time, but like it just happened as like a byproduct of like me executing my plan. But instead nowadays I'm just focused on like trying not to miss out on the trading opportunities that I see on the charts itself. Because ask yourself this, how many times have you seen a trading opportunity but you were too afraid to take it? Because it's not, it is not the perfect condition, it's not the perfect setup. Buddy, the perfect setup is pressing the buy and sell button when your rules say so. It's not gonna be that one perfect setup that all the stars in the universe line up for you, all right? It just simply doesn't exist. Is once you analyze your plan, you reviewed your trading plan, you found a trade setup that checks off every single one of the criteria in there, just take the damn trade, man. The perfect condition is starting. The perfect condition is executing the trade that lines up with your trade plan. That's it. Alright, moment of the truth, guys. Prices came all the way down to our demand zone right here. So if price were to continue bullish, there is sufficient buy orders in the market, we're going to continue going up. If it doesn't, sell orders overwhelm the buy orders, then we are switching bearish right now. Then my trade idea is wrong. Then I'll get stopped out with a loss. Then I will lose, I think, about like 30k on this trade. So moment of the truth right here, man. But like, yeah, man. Oh my god, this is actually pretty... Fuck! Just got stopped out, guys. Man. Alright. GG, boys. GG, boys. Today, we lost about 31k. Man, dude, we have made 100k this month, and then we have gave back 31k to the markets. Overall, we're still up 70k, so I'm not too upset. But bro, we lost 31k today. Man, anyways, man, I'm gonna journal right now, and I hate losing. I genuinely do not like losing, but you can't win every single trade, right? Like, you just can't catch them all. So what I'm gonna be doing is that I'm gonna eat my comfort food. Alright, you guys have seen me eating bread, you know, I've made the sandwich. You guys have seen me eating eggs, right? My usual healthy protein food that make me so jacked and masculine and stoic. But yeah, today is a sad day. Today's a sad day for bread, right? So we're gonna be having my Greek yogurt with cashews and blueberry for the Monday blues, Wednesday blues, right? For the Monday blues, man. But yeah, man, this is what I eat when I'm sad, man. When I took an L, man. You know, gotta humble yourself. Can't be eating the good food like the eggs and the bread, right? But anyways, you just want to make sure that you're still keeping your diet in check, you know, even when you are in a losing streak. Yes, sir. I'm gonna go and punish myself by eating this horrendous Greek yogurt, which tastes absolutely somewhat amazing. So I just journaled my first loss on edge flow, and it's so freaking exciting. Here's how it went. Right, so almost finishing with journaling my trade, and I just wanted to show you guys what my trade journal actually looked like on edge flow itself. And I think it's so important for you guys to like just journal a trade, because if you want to get better, you have to stare at your inadequacy constantly and think about how to improve. And I think like now looking back on this trade in retrospect, I realize how bad of like a trade it is. Like in my mind, I was like, oh yeah, man, like this is the perfect A+ setup. But then that was just the conversation within myself, right? It was just me trying to will my bias into existence rather than trading the market for what it actually is. And I realized that I didn't have as much confluences as I thought I did, right? I thought that I would have like 5-10 different confluences. But when I actually put it in here, I realized that I only have 3, right? And all of this is not like the highest probability confluences as well. And I realized that the mistakes was that I was going against the higher time frame structure, because like I mentioned earlier on, that I was pretty much waiting to short the market when price reached this supply that we have up here, right? But I just wasn't patient enough to wait for price to reach all the way up there, which is another mistake, right? Like impatient. And as a result, I actually ended up like forcing this trade right here instead of just, you know, waiting like a few hours for the market to get to my desired point of interest and like short it all the way down. And also like I was trading against the higher time frame structure, which is heavily bearish like I mentioned. And this trade was kind of too late, because if I wanted to play the pullback, I would have entered like somewhere right here at the start of the pullback itself, rather than when price is already in the middle of the pullback. And this is probably priced within the premium pricing as well, right? Like it's already above the equilibrium level. So at any point of time, it could just reverse and start heading bearish. So yeah, that was another mistake. And then I didn't really wait for like any inducements, liquidity sweep whatsoever. You can see there was no liquidity sweep right here. All it was enter right after price, mitigate the point of interest, that swept liquidity right here, and that's it, right? There was no liquidity sweep right here before I actually make the entry itself. So yeah, lots of mistakes, lots of lessons being learned right here. And this is where I put like the lessons learned over here, the importance of sticking to your trading plan and not letting external pressures influence your decisions. I'll add another one, which is always make sure you check your premium and discount, right? To ensure that we are not selling when price is at discount or buying when price is at premium itself. And maybe another one could potentially be always wait for liquidity sweep from inducements, right, before entry. Right, so those are the lessons that I've learned. And sometimes like you already know these lessons, but it's important for you to like just go and fuck up again, right? Commit the mistakes, touch the hot stove, so that you can actually burn these lessons to your subconscious. And these are the action steps. I'm gonna commit to reviewing my trading plan before every single trade, because to be honest, I didn't really do it for this trade itself, right? I just jumped in based on my gut feeling, based on my instinct, rather than going through my trading plan. And I think this could also be because of the fact that I'm a little bit overconfident right now. You know, I'm in like a huge winning streak. I think that the trading plan doesn't freaking matter. I'm already so well versed in analyzing the chart. Why bother, right? But yeah, when you start getting complacent, the market is going to humble you. And remind yourself of the long-term goals over short-term validation, right? Remind myself that I'm not trading for the sake of impressing other people or for the sake of activity. I'm trading so that I can make money. I'm not trading so that I can be right. I'm trading so that I can make money. And I think like, once again, this is why it's so important for you to journal your trade, so that you can really learn from your mistakes and you can actually improve. And yeah, like it just feels so good to actually journal my loss on here. Like this is actually the first loss I've journaled on Edgeflow itself. And it just feels so surreal, man. Like being able to journal and trade on the app that you and your team have built. Like, bro, I'm just amazed right now. Like this is just really, really super cool itself. But yeah, that's pretty much the reflection itself. So this is where I would keep it in the journal over here. And then what happens is that at the end of the week, Edgeflow AI will actually generate like a report so that I can know exactly what went wrong and what went right in the past 1 week. And also give me some action steps that I can improve, right? So yeah, it's so important for me to like just do this reflection manually so that I can like kind of learn from my mistakes. But at the same time, it's so much better if you have like a third party artificial intelligence to do like the reflection for you, right? Or rather like generate the entire report for you so that you can actually reflect yourself in like a much more efficient manner. Yeah, so I can't wait to see the weekly generator report, to see my fuck ups, to see my wins, to see what I've done right and what I've done wrong, so I can do more of what's working and do less of what's not working and just continue to improve. Because that's what trading is about. It's becoming a lifelong student of the market, and Edgeflow allows you to do that. You know what? Let me ask Flow AI. Why did I force a trade today? He's right, man. He is so right, bro. Was that specific? Did you feel a strong urge to enter the market despite not having? Yes. I wanted to prove to everybody I'm profitable as hell. Was there a specific emotion driving you, like fear of missing out? Maybe overconfidence, right? Did you follow your trading plan? Yes. But look at me just talking to AI right now. Bro, it sounds exactly like me. Like this is how I personally would answer my students. And that's when you know that I did a good job. Trading Flow AI. If you weren't trying to prove anything, would you have taken that trade? No. I wouldn't have. Cool. Try to focus on the trading plan and the setups that align with it. Your success as a trader is defined by your consistency and adherence to your strategy, not by any single trade or the need to prove yourself to others. Stay disciplined and stay positive. Yes, thank you, Flow AI. I feel so good for losing 31K right now. But yeah, man, like that's what Flow AI is, man. It's your body. I probably need to train him to be like a little bit more stern, you know, instead of being so friendly. But yeah, mission accomplished.